Hey, what up? Good morning, crew. James Rice live on a Monday morning. Coming at you. Let's fire this live up. Let's see if we can share a couple ideas. It's only 9 a.m. and I've already got a million things I could talk to you about. Yes, let's fire this up. Get a couple friends on, share some ideas. Got morning huddle call at 9 a.m. For you that are in my Prove It community. Tammy, how the heck are you? Invite some friends. Danny's on. What up, D? Oh, Danny, I discovered a new way to get some additional reels out, or not even, I don't even know what they're called, but the things where the words are on there. So we share that. Anyway, those of you jumping on, if you like what we're doing, invite your crew right now. Let's fire this thing up. Twyla, love seeing you on here. Got things flashing through my brain. What was the Rice and Shine today? Like be starve your distractions and feed your focus. I think. Anyway, have some. I had a couple of text messages today. I reviewed, did some reading. Want to bring that and share it to you. If you haven't shared with your crew and community that we have a huddle call at 9 a.m. with Michael Rutherford, let's share that. And yeah, let's fire this up. Like I said, see if we can share a couple ideas. Miguel, welcome. I'm not even sure who you are. I don't think, but connect. The easiest way. I'm actually scrambled because I'm gonna lay some stuff on you that probably get most of you to jump off the live, but the ones who stick are gonna prosper. Yeah, if you saw my Rice and Shine, ponder that. So if we're gonna do anything, we have to have glasses. Hope you had a good weekend. It's funny when people say they hope people had a good weekend, as far as I'm concerned, because I'm really not understanding what the difference is between your week, why we separate the weekday and the weekend. The only reason I can think that happens is the things that we're doing from the weekday we're tired of, and therefore we need relief on the weekend. How about switch and flip and change your world so that what you're doing during the week is enjoyable, and what you do on the weekend is also enjoyable. And so you don't go, oh my gosh, thank God the week's over, so now I can get a break on 2 days. How about live your life so that all 7 days are amazing? And if somebody may think, oh, well, I have to work, so I can't do that. And I would venture to tell you, probably for the last 30 years of my entire life, I've never worked a day in my life. I've had different projects and such that have paid me income, and so that's why I do them. In fact, if you're getting up going, oh, I have to go to work, then quit what you're doing. Now, many of you would say, I can't do that. But the truth is, you most certainly can. You're just not, because you're not willing to make the decisions that you need to make so that you can shape a world of life the way you wanted it. Because like for me, people teased me and said, oh, when's he going to get a real job? And they didn't understand what I was doing. And when I was 40 or 50 some years old and renting a room for my friends and driving my friend's car, and people were teasing me because they had their amazing jobs, they didn't understand that they were slaves to their job, and I was creating a world that was going to be amazing and such. Does that make sense? But the key is you got to believe it. So in this month of March, which for many of us is a noun, it's just another month, we're creating a month of action. Okay, so I think that's why with the Rice and Shine this morning, we're starving our distractions and feeding our focus. Is that right, Danny? Anyway, so I'm going to chime in a couple things. First of all, what did you start your day with? Here's a piece I can tell you right now. Robert Goins, let's chat. I cannot believe in my wildest dreams, Robert Goins, that you have us in, must be 4 or 5 different chats. And if I find out that in those chats, not a single person has grabbed those people and spoken to them, created connection, built rapport and a relationship, I'm going to completely lose my marbles. Okay? I'm going to completely want to fire everybody that between you and I and just handle your account myself. Now, it's easy to say because none of those people are on here. But again, if you've got us in 4 conversations with people that either ordered or got their piece or starting brand new, between you and I, there's 1, 2, 3, supposed to be 4 or 5 capable people, and no one grabbed them, responded to them, called them, and developed a relationship with them, I'm going to completely pull a exorcist and spin my head around until my head pops off. Why? Because that's actually what I've been thinking about all day and talking about. People, if I ever wonder why I'm succeeding, the cool thing is you won't hear me say, oh, it's my ex-wife, my new girlfriend, my world, my religion, my height, my ethnicity, the small town, the big city, whatever. It's me, people. It's me. Am I doing the basic daily intentional actions that make me successful? Or am I, as many people, nursing those, my misery, nursing those ideas behind something that I'm buying, something that I'm drinking, someone that I'm seeing, some things I have, that you'll never get out of the storm you're in by focusing on momentary things that aren't going to last, activities and items. That's not a recipe for success. You've got to, as we have it here daily in my office, so I see it big and bright, bridges. You've got to cross bridges that are blocking you from being where you want to be. And no amount of, oh my gosh, I'll go out tonight and put it behind me and deal with it later, smoke some weed, grab a seat, watch some reruns of the 18, go out and buy and shop some stuff, admire the new bracelet, the new watch, the new gun, the new stuff that you got to, is that what you're focusing on? Or even, are you watching and listening to, which I love, some motivational guru that fills you full of something that makes you feel good? People, be careful that we all have to decide where our self-esteem comes from, and ponder what you really want, and is that what you're pursuing? For many of us, I'd say it's not. And are you chasing it? Are you chasing these again temporary successes and trading that in for foundational, fundamental success that you can rest and rely on? Again, I'm watching it because I just had a busy weekend of being out and about and seeing, and I see so much stuff, and I have stuff. It's not that I don't have stuff, but those aren't the things that I pursue. In fact, they're the things that I pursue when everything else is done. Many of us, Justin's on. Now I'm in for it. I got my ambassador of Quan, my ride or die. I know what you guys are saying. I thought I was your ride or die. I thought I was your guy. Boom. Dude, I love each and every one of you. But, I mean, no one's going to trump Danielle. So that's not a question. But when you talk about your ride or dies that have been with you from the thick and thin, from the beginning, when we had nothing from a monetary means and company, okay? You know, Justin was the guy. If you watch Justin's story and watch him grow, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And then you'll go, oh, wow, I need to follow the building blocks. And Justin may even tell you there's been times when he's traded and chased things and items and moments, but it's been his foundation and his fundamentals, including his wife and kids, that have been his rock, not his stuff and his successes. And by the way, amazing use of hair products. If you want to see hair that's amazing, I know Robert's got some amazing hair goings, but check out Justin's. So, a couple thoughts I want to share with you today. And again, it's coming back to foundation and fundamentals. Are you practicing the basics every single day? That's the only thing that's going to give you a satisfaction and a comfort that you can rely on and that you can land on. Justin, also appreciate the message you sent me. Appreciate the kind words. Again, I've been blessed to be in the grind with you. And I'm going to be picking your brain about Europe because I want to go. Here, so check this out. As we're finishing up the book of Judges, which is an interesting book because again, the people of Israel are they're moving from being the wandering nation while being enslaved, wandering nation to now conquering the promised land, and now judges were put in, and which is what many of. Yeah, good job. Everyone head to the huddle call. Well, not quite yet. You have a couple minutes. No, just kidding. What I was going to say is, oh, and they put judges in their place for them to follow. So how about each and every one of us? Who are your judges? Meaning not who's judging you necessarily, but who is your follower? Who's setting the pace? Who's setting the laws and the rules that you're following? People, I'm seeing it daily in my proven community, daily in my fitness community, daily in my faith community, daily in my finances community. People are following those who are not pushing them, who are not pressing them, who are not using iron to sharpen iron. And what kind of results you're getting? Status quo. You're not growing. Okay? So you've got to have the right judges. Like you said, like this is in the case of your faith. He said, God says his people rejected him, but that he may not reign over them, and the result was chaos and corruption. People, if you wonder why in your own world you have chaos and corruption, look and see who you're following. Who are you rejecting? I love it, and I can mention it because they don't jump on here. Many of the teams and people who once upon a time grew large communities and businesses now, for whatever reason, have backslidden and rejected judges and teachers that will press them and keep them accountable. And so their businesses continue to go backwards. Their lives go backwards. Their fitness goes backwards. Okay? So in each area of your life, faith, fitness, family, friendships, and finances, people, you've got to be careful that you're choosing judges, that you're choosing a wingman, a wingwoman that's going to move you forward with them in a loving, encouraging manner. But a lot of that loving, encouraging manner is up to you. Are you seeing it as loving? Myself, I tell people all the time, my basketball coaches literally screamed at me all the time. I saw it as being a way for them to correct me because they believed I was worth it. I never thought they were mad at me. But that's up to you. I must say, I guess, that as a child, when my father was belittling and demeaning and sarcastic, I definitely didn't see that as loving. It didn't build me up and it didn't draw me closer to him. But now I realize, unfortunately, that was a style, but it still didn't work for me. So I'm hoping that I'm coming at you and ranting at you, that you're seeing that I'm desperate for you to hold on and grab onto leadership, mentorship, ride or dies that will move you forward, not placate you. Okay? Robert Goyen, you ain't going to Europe, bro. We got Arkansas, we got the horse thing, we got the hog hunt, we got the whatever hunt. Dude, we got to get Arkansas on the schedule. Get that thing planned. Let's go. Here's one. Collapse in the Christian life, the prove-it person's life, the fitness person's life, the marriage person's life, the budget person's life. Life is seldom a blowout. It's usually a slow leak. Ask Justin about it. Ask any of us about it. It's generally a slow fade. Why? Because because we're not checking out. I weigh myself daily. Check my faith daily. I'm seeing Pastor Luana's face. I'm seeing Michael Rutherford's face. I'm seeing Peter San Nicholas's face. I'm seeing my finance people's faces daily, and I'm checking them and adjusting my course accordingly. I weigh myself once or twice a day, every day. Why? It keeps me accountable, and I can adjust the course. Why don't people get on the scale? They don't want to see it, address it. Next thing you know, it's 20 pounds and 50 pounds. People check in daily and adjust your course daily. There you go, Danny. There's a nugget for you. Keto Mom Tara. I have to look that up to see who you are, Tara. Anyway, and again, people, you're going to decide who you're going to choose and follow. Let's see what our wisdom book has to say today. Timothy Keller. Again, not knowledge. It's funny, we all have the knowledge. We have the knowledge even that we're not happy. but we're not willing to trade and make the hard decisions to get joyful. This is a really interesting one as I was reading this today. It's cool. It was talking about Job, which were my favorite stories because Job has the success that we all want to see and can relate to. And then he believed the devil believed that Job was only happy because he had all his stuff. So he said, let me take his stuff away and you'll see, God. And God said, okay. So notice God was sovereign and he was in control and he allowed it. Why do we allow it? Because without bad things to happen, then there is no free will. There is no choice of us. There is no control of our life between birth and death, if that makes sense. So things are going to happen. The question is, when those happen, will you believe, in this case, in your faith, that God is sovereign and still in control, and that the things are temporary and earthly and don't really matter? My job is to just adjust and adapt to them and receive them and accept them. Okay, so but now, so those of you who don't want the theology course and you want to deal with it, the point is, in your life, things are going to happen. And you're either going to go, oh, it's happening, and I'm going to address and adjust, and it's good. I may not like the weight, but I'm going to fix it. I may not like that bill, but I'm going to address it. I may not like what's happening, but I'm going to. I'm going to. So God didn't create a world with disease, disaster, and death. Chaotic forces of evil were released with the human race turned from God. But on the other hand, God is still in absolute control and sovereign. Both of these truths are necessary to face and survive the troubles of life and peace. We have to know that God is in no way enjoys seeing us in pain. We need to know that there's a plan behind it. Does suffering ever make you doubt God's goodness? So that's a funny piece. If your faith is based on whether or not good or bad is happening to you, then you have no faith at all, okay? Do people understand that no matter what you think, 2 + 2 is still 4? It doesn't matter what your energy and your attitude is, or even what someone's belief is. It's truth. So truth is happening. The question is, how do we react to it? Okay? So believe what you're going to believe, and then you're going to decide how you're going to address and adapt, adjust to it. I say, grab in your world and in your life a mentor, a leader, a ride or die who is heading where you want to go, and then attach yourself to them and take the necessary steps. March forward in this month of March. Take action in this month of March. Be accountable to the actions and the things that are happening around you, and that you need to make the change, people. And I preach this each and every day because what I see around me and feel around me and the connections I make is that many and most of us are choosing the simple path that brings them temporary happiness. It will not last. I've been around all of it. I've been around muscles. I've been around money. I've been around stuff. I've been around relationships. It's not going to last. What will last is a foundation and fundamentals in your faith, fitness, family, friendships, and finances that you can count on when these storms come. I'm going to jump off. We'll move to the huddle call. It's 9:07. Then we'll move to the gym. Then we're going to rock and roll, make something happen. If you like it all, what I'm doing, if you find value and believe that I can bring value to your community, share me. That's all I ask. If you find I bring value to your community, share me. And I'm going to tell you, James Rowland, that's true. We spread love and hope, and we march. The piece I'm going to say to you, though, people, is if you want to be impactful, you've got to also have the proper outside game. You cannot march into the gym with love and hope, get on the treadmill, the bike, and the elliptical, and think your bench press is going to go up. Get on the bike, the elliptical, and the treadmill, and think your squat is going to go up. Okay? You can have that inner energy, and I love it. And I hear people preach it. You also got to have the right activities. There's another good one for you, Danny, if you're still listening. Okay? You can have the memes and the mantras and the leaders and the people you follow and all the gurus. Okay? I'm going to leave you with this. However, if you are not taking the right, correct, daily intentional action, you will not get the results that you're intending on. So you got to be humble, submit, be moldable, and teachable to hear what are the daily intentional actions I should be taking, and then be willing to take them and appreciate and enjoy the small successes that you have and continue to apply. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I hope it resonates. Appreciate each and every one of you. Time to jump on the huddle call. Have a good day.